Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of December 20th. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Scorpio, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, it's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, only a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you're one of those people that watches my videos regularly and you have not hit the subscribe button, please do consider hitting that button. It really does help my channel grow in a big way. So does tapping the like button. So let's see what we have here for you. All right, make sure everything's in view. And then we'll get right into it. Energy on the bottom, you have the Emperor. So really nice card to find. This is all about bossing up, all right? This is the energy of leadership, of authority, of working hard. And you know, this is also an energy of, it's a really good omen to find in career situations. It can foretell good things happening in your business life or your career life in some ways. This is Aries energy as well. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, also considered to be, in some respects, the leader of the zodiac. And so, right, so you have those sorts of qualities here coming in. This can also represent like perhaps a father figure, or you may be dealing with issues of the masculine right now in your life with this Emperor card coming in. Some of you may be dealing with an issue between you and your father at this moment because you have this Two of Swords in the middle. Some of you are maybe dealing with like some sort of family situation here that you're working through, okay? And I'll get into that a little bit more as we go along. But regardless, the Emperor is always a great sign to see as far as I'm concerned if you're here for career and business. So getting into this, you have the Two of Swords in the middle. This middle card is important to me because it informs the rest of the cards. And this Two of Swords talks about potentially feeling restricted in speech, being blindfolded even. As you can see, the blindfold message there on the person. You know, this is the idea. I always like to say that these swords are actually like daggers. And it's like it can talk about like emotional daggers being thrown between you and somebody else. Words being had. And that's what I'm getting here with the Emperor. To me, it suggests that there's been an injustice, okay? However, with the Devil above and the Ten of Cups below, what I do need to say is I feel like there's an equal exchange of give and take here, where I feel like maybe perhaps whoever you're dealing with a conflict at this moment, I feel like perhaps both of you have maybe said things that both of you have thrown the daggers, if you will. I feel like both of you have maybe said things that hurt or are challenging for the other person to hear. And I get the sense that you will come to a good conclusion, by the way. I think right now it's a little choppy, but you will, eventually this will heal here in the future. I'll get into why. So some of you may be dealing with either your significant other or your literal father figure or something like that at this time. And I also, on another level, this could just talk about how like you're not communicating on your desires properly. And I'll go into it a little bit more here when we go along. But in the past, you have the Death card, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So this Death card here is you. This is Scorpio energy, all right? So on one level, I believe this is just you showing up here. In the past, I do feel like perhaps some of you have recognized that it's okay to put yourself first in life. And I do feel like perhaps you are on your mind at this time, as this upper row here is the row of your thoughts. And the reason I feel like that is because you have this Queen of Cups below, which is definitely a card that talks about having compassion for yourself, taking care of yourself, doing things to heal your energy, to regulate your energy. You know, if you need to like talk to somebody through therapy, or if you just need to talk to a trusted friend, or even do something alternative like yoga or Reiki or get acupuncture or do something like that at this time to help yourself out. Definitely all things that I look at when I see the Queen of Cups as well. With the Death card, though, going back to that, it really talks about transformation in your life, a change happening. It doesn't have to be negative, okay? I do feel like you're thinking about yourself and putting yourself first here, which does not have to be a selfish thing or a bad thing. And at the same time, I also feel like some of you are going through relationship changes, and this does not have to be love relationship. It can be any type of relationship in your life, like especially with the Father here, the masculine, something like that. Now, you also, to wrap out this first column here, you have the Three of Wands. This is somebody who's taking a looking out to the sea, looking out to the horizon, and realizing that they have the entire shore in front of them. The entire universe is at their fingertips here. And this talks about like really taking something and expanding it. This is a card of growth and expansion, getting fired up, realizing that there's always good things ahead, and seeing the open sea in front of you. It can also represent travel, although I'm not really getting a travel energy here. I get the sense that some of you are looking to grow at this time, and the catalyst for your growth here is something to do with an argument or something to do with a relationship change in your life. Again, we're talking about any type of relationship here. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. In the middle, you have the Devil, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So this Devil card can be a Capricorn person. It can also just talk about, I like to think that this is a card of our shadows here, something that we need to work through in this lifetime. None of us are perfect. We all have something to work through, right? Life is not going to be an easy line from point A to point B all the time. It can be, but there are times where we need to be faced with challenges. And that's what I feel like is being presented here for you. I do get the sense that some of you have maybe, what is the word, said something to someone that you regret saying. And I also feel like the other person did the same thing. Like I almost am getting this mirror energy, like you've both mirrored each other, where you have said something that was hurtful, they have said something that was hurtful, and now you're trying to figure out where to go from here. It's a bit of a narrow message, but I do get the sense that this is related to family in some ways here. I don't get the sense that this is with someone new in your life. I really get this idea that it's like your father, quite literally, your spouse, your significant other, some other family member, or somebody who is like a family friend, or maybe brother, sister, something like this going on here with this Ten of Cups energy. The thing is, what you don't see coming though, because this lower row is what you can't see, it's the hidden, is that this situation will turn around and it will ultimately be a happy ending, especially as we move forward here in this last column with the Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So really nice energy. I'm going to start here actually. This Two of Cups talks about partnerships, okay? And it's talking about like a perfect union with somebody else, a soul partner, a soul bond, anything like that. And it can also say that like relationships and partnerships in general are improving, which is why I'm getting that energy here, where whatever happened here with this Two of Swords, Devil, Death card, this is being healed. This is being worked through in the future. You have the Ace of Wands as well, which is talking about some sort of passionate new beginning in your life. Really nice energy. It's getting fired up. It's the spark of life. Some of you may be in a conflict. This is for a small percentage of you. Some of you may be in a conflict with your significant other around having a child. One of you may want a child, one of you may not want a child. But for others of you, there's something here around getting a new start with another person, and it's going to feel good. It's going to feel really good, maybe even after a period of difficulty. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work, and it's hard work that you want to be doing, okay? It's this person is working away late at night because they're passionate about what they do and they're talented. I do need to say that this is not you reconciling with an ex relationship. This is your current person or a family member or someone like that dealing with something. So let's see what else we have here. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. Really appreciate you being here. Check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. All right. So I really like here you have Radha, soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. I get that. I get that energy for you. You have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. And then you had these two together. You have Kurnanos, life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased, as well as Lady Portia, divine order, do what you feel is right, an important lesson is unfolding. Yeah, so with this Kurnanos stag energy, that's like life-giving, right? So I feel like with life force, I feel like some of you are trying to deal with an issue around childbirth or having a child or family planning or doing something like that at this moment. But at the same time, you're getting that boost in relationship healing as well that I've felt since the beginning of this reading. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. All right, yeah, so look, I was right here. My intuition was right. There's compromise that needs to be made, not only from you, but from the other person. You have helpful people in the near future. Someone's going to help you see something in a new way. You can think of the Queen of Cups as a way shower, kind of a lesser version, or maybe that's not the right word, like it's just a less intense version of the High Priestess. And so there could be someone that helps you see, that helps you understand. And I think there's something around compromise that needs to be made here on both parties. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so you have the Lovers, yeah. You have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Lovers represents relationships in your life in some degree. In this reading, I do feel like that's the case. The Lovers can also represent some type of important decision that needs to be made in love or in life. And it talks about its Gemini energy. It's the energy of duality, juggling tasks, juggling priorities, situations like that. And yes, so I do get the sense that maybe some of you are just going through transformations in your life, in your love life, in your relationships with others at this time. You also have this Five of Swords, which is some sort of, I get the sense, it's not the Five of Wands, which would maybe be a conflict, but I'm actually just getting conflict energy from the Five of Swords. Again, whatever comes through is what I'll say. And I get the sense that this is just referring to, I get the sense that you maybe feel like you've lost something in like a fight or a battle or something like this, but recognize that the Five of Swords is totally recoverable. And so it can indicate losing, but it also indicates a situation recovering eventually. So it's not like the Ten of Swords. You have this Three of Wands with the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is like a burden that you're carrying. It's fighting an uphill battle. And it does say that you're experienced, as each one of these wands represents knowledge earned or experience gained along the path, as we are at the end of the suit of wands. And so you know what you need to grow here. And there's something here coming forward, providing you with a lesson for growth. Yeah, you have the Justice card. I mean, wow. So you have the Temperance card and the Hermit. Okay, so 3 major arcana here in this middle column, plus another one here. Big energies, okay? The big theme is this middle column, which is this dispute that you're having or this situation that you're having with another person. And the Justice card, as you see the scales, talks about compromise, just as you see the scales being repeated here in this compromise card. It also talks about karma. Some of you, like, I'm not coming at you, right? I'm normally on your side, Scorpio. And like I am, but at the same time, my intuition is telling me that there's give and take here. There's an equal exchange of give and take here. And something happened between you and this other person where it was like you're both kind of, I almost get the sense like, you know how you have those like blowouts where you're both kind of just saying things? And that's the energy that I'm feeling from this reading. The Temperance card's healing, okay? This situation will improve 100%. I get that energy. It's a card of healing, card of mixing, moderation, balance, patience. Allow the dust to settle and allow it to work out. You have the Hermit and the Ten of Cups. Some of you may need a period of alone time. It could mean that you and this other person are spending too much time together. You may need to take some time away. And that doesn't mean like breaking up or anything. Yeah, look, you have the Six of Cups. Interesting, just as I said, it wasn't an X. You have the Death card and the Ten of Cups. Or, excuse me, the Sun. Interesting. So you have big energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana coming in the clarifications. So these are big themes in your life. You also have the Judgment card on the bottom, which is probably like the Judgment card and the Justice card are the two biggest cards of karma in the tarot. Big situations, the choices you've made rendering out here, okay, in real time. Again, this is you coming in here, Scorpio, with the Two of Cups. Your energy, but it's also transformations in partnerships. I don't get the sense that this Six of Cups is an ex relationship. As it's going on with the Ace of Wands, I get the sense that there's an idea that you've had for a long time, okay, that you're returning to. And it could mean that you get to return to this as you maybe free up some time. I get the sense that some of you are just working through a healthy relationship situation here and figuring out what that looks like for you. The Sun as well, which is talking about total happiness, total success. It's the best card in the tarot. And I get the sense that some of you are really going to like be putting energy into work. And, you know, this is a good sign as well, just for things turning around with the Sun, figuring out what you need to do. Yeah. So let's see what else we have here. Justice and Judgment, right? I mean, that's big themes, big themes. All right. Message of concern, mature woman, child, wow. Oh man, wealthy man, distant horizons, and high honor. I laugh because I said, remember, some of you are in a dispute around having children. And, you know, the thing that you've always wanted to do for a long time might have been being a mother or father. Sorry about that, Scorpio, video cut out. Just to close this reading out here, you know, some of you may have wanted to have been like a mother or father for a long time. And it's just very interesting that we get this card again. This is providing you with an opportunity to like level up or mature in some ways with mature women and distant horizons. Good times ahead, though, in your relationship situation. Message of concern, just having that argument, trying to deal with whatever's going on there, or just having that conversation, having that difficult conversation. And you also have this high honor card, meaning I do feel like you're going to come to an amicable solution between you and this other person. Wealthy man can just be like you making smart investments, doing something you've always wanted to do with the money you've accumulated, or something along those lines. So thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.